Welcome to the Via Stoica podcast. My name is Benny. I'm your host today, and today we're going to talk about a Stoic quote. Today we're going to look at one from Seneca. Last week we had the Michel de Montaigne. We took a little bit of a sidetrack to France, but now we're going right back into a Roman Stoic era with Seneca. And we're going to look at one that is a famous one, I guess. For me, it is at least. It's an impactful one, but it should change the mindset that we have on life, the time that we have, and everything else. Let me just dive right into it. But first, if you like these quote series, if you like what we're doing here, please give a thumbs up or send a like, give us a rating. Please subscribe as well. That will really help. And if you have some topics that you'd like us to address, please send us an email. You can send it to me on benny@viastoica.com, and then we will address it there. So please reach out. And if you want some help with all of this, you can also book a free consultation on viastoica.com, and then we'll set a time, a day, and we can have a little chat and see how we can help you move yourself along the Stoic path to a better life, more peaceful life. But let's dive right into it here. We have Seneca, and this is from his letter to Paulinus on the shortness of life. And then we go to the second part where he starts, life is long, if only you knew how to use it. Right? He's talking about people here complaining about nature, how it's so unfair that nature or fortune has given us such a brief span in time. And yeah, we can objectively say that we are here for a short term, right? And Marcus Aurelius talks about this plenty in his letters, even his meditations, where he says that there's an eternity in the past, an eternity in the future, and we only have this little sliver right in the middle of life, of the present, right? That's what he talks about. But Seneca really throws us around here a little bit. He tries to change our mindset. Instead of looking at it from scarcity, instead of looking at it from, I only have this point of time, he looks at it as like, no, life is long enough. The problem is that we're not using it well. We're not using the time that we have been allotted in the way that we should be using it. We are chasing too many of the external, too many things that are irrelevant, that are not conducive to living a good life, that are not aligned with who we are or what our nature is. And that's a quest that we need to be doing. And this doesn't mean that you have to be on all the time, but it does mean that you have to try to live the right life at every moment. And the Stoics have a simple answer to the question, like, what is that? How do I do that? It's like, be virtuous, be good, try to align yourself with nature. And every action that you do, and this doesn't have to be a big life-changing, world-scattering thing, but in every single thing you do, you can do your best. You can be the best version of yourself. If it's cooking, well, do your best in cooking, but do it with awareness. Be present. If it's to raise your kids, if it's to go to work, try to do your best there. A lot of people that struggle with finding meaning in the actions that they do because they want to attribute some bigger meaning to it. They want to make sure that they leave a legacy, that they leave something behind. The Stoics say, well, that's not under your control anyway. Why do you want to leave a legacy? What kind of legacy do you want to leave? Maybe you have a certain way in mind, and then when you're gone, the people around you, they will change it completely because that's not how they saw it. The Stoics, they make life far more simple. They say, just look at the present. Just look at this very moment and think about what you're supposed to be doing right now. And if you do that every moment, then you will see that life is long enough. Why? Because if this is your last time here on earth, if this present moment is the last one that you get to experience, well, you've lived it well. Marcus Aurelius says the person who had 100 years to the person who had 1 or 10, they all lose the same thing, this present moment, because the past is gone and the future is not even ours. And that's what Seneca is trying to say here. It's not that we have to go rush through life, that we have to go and accomplish all our goals instantly right now because we don't know how much we have. No, but we have to live with more awareness, more attention, with more attention to what we're doing. And that will really make us live a better life and more fulfilled. And with that awareness, with being more in tune with the people around us, giving them our proper attention. As Simone Weil said, attention is love. I can give you my time, but if I don't give you attention with it, then might as well be a slap in the face. Because why am I doing it? But if you give your attention to the people around you, to what you're doing, you focus on your task at hand, on your duty, you will see that you will be far better connected with life. And that's where the time kind of slows down. That's where life becomes this momentary step by step, where you can enjoy in this very moment. And that's where you can see what life really is, instead of running and chasing and wishing the days away, where people say, oh, I wish it was next week. And other people are trying to hold on to the past that can never come back. They said, oh, look how well it was before. when I was young, how well life was then. So little worries, so little things I had to do. And now as an adult, sometimes we get overwhelmed by all the tasks. And as Stoics, they tell us, okay, just bring it down. Just take a little pause and see what you have to do right now. What is your priority right now? What is the role that you are playing? And then fulfill that role up to your best capability. That's all that life asks of you. Life isn't that complicated. We make it more complicated than it is. And because we add all these things to life, then we add the pressure, the haste, that we don't feel that we have enough time. And we say time is, life is brief because I want to do all of these things, but I don't have time to do it. And Seneca says, it's like, no, life is long enough. The time that you've been allotted is already set. You just need to make sure that you do what you need to be doing. And if you do that in the right way, then when death finds you, it'll be good. It'll be complete. It'll be whole. And that's all that we need to look for. And then you can say goodbye and let go with contentment and with joy because you've lived it the way that you had to live. And then it was long. So think about that the next time when you are struggling with all the things that you need to do with the speed that life passes by. Maybe you're just not spending enough attention, paying enough attention to what's really happening right now, to the loved ones that you have around, to the community, the society that really cares and supports you and that you support as well. So sit with that for a second and ask, am I living life the right way? Do I really know how to use life? How to spend this one shot at consciousness, at whatever we want to call it? That's why let's think about this for 1 second before I end it. This quote by Seneca again, life is long if only you knew how to use it. And that's why I'm doing this. After finding Stoicism and how it changed my life, this is how I want to contribute. This is something that really makes me feel fulfilled in this very moment, speaking to you here on the podcast. And then the next moment, I'll do something else with my attention as best as I can. But right now, right here, I'm here with you. And that makes me feel my life is worth it and long enough. Anyway, thank you very much for listening. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Spend it with your full attention to the task at hand. Give your full awareness and your full time and mind to the people around you as well. I hope to see you in the next time. And also remember, if you did like this episode, like, subscribe, leave a rating, all of those great things that really help us out. So thank you very much. I hope to see you in the next episode.